So welcome everybody. We are here on the Golan, near to the northern border in the town of Katzrim, and I'm the guest of our friend Rabbi Eliyahu Berkowitz. So thank you first of all hosting us.
I am so glad you're here. I am so glad you're here.
And we are just before Shabbat, so we need to be quick. But I would like to ask you about the situation. You're living on the forefront since October 7, last October 7th.
Sure.
Maybe before it was also a frontier, but how did life change since then? What is your experience?
Well, the Golan is very quiet. It's very far away from any businesses, any industry. We're very close to the Syrian border, but Syria is not really a thing anymore. Syria is very quiet. So this was a very quiet part of the country. And when the war started, there were a lot of airplanes, but the war was down south. And the last, I'd say, 4 months, there have been more and more rockets up north, mostly towards Kiryat Shmona, but it's been moving. We've had a few rockets fall inside our town, which is a very small town. We've had 5 houses totally destroyed. A few people were wounded, and there was actually a couple that were driving their car very near here on the road, and they got hit by a rocket and died. A couple. So we've been affected by the war, but we're not the center of the war. And like I said, we've had a lot of rockets. We're waiting because the war down south is winding up. And when that ends, the war is probably going to come up here and things are going to get much worse very quickly. I mean, it's kind of weird. Most of the day you sit there's nothing special. And then all of a sudden you have rockets falling near you and you can hear them and the house shakes. And that goes on for about 20 minutes. Once it went on for about an hour and a half. But then everything goes back to normal. So it's kind of weird. I mean, are things hard? Yeah, but
As far as we could see, as we were driving around in Katzrin, the people has not left this town. But
no.
there are other cities and villages that had to be evacuated in the past few months. Where do people live there?
Well, the Kiryat Shmona is actually a pretty big city. It's I think 20 or 30,000 people, and they've been hit very, very hard, and they have been evacuated. A lot of them went to hotels, um, friends, relatives. Their lives are totally disrupted, and I know that a lot of them are not going to move back when the war is over. I always told my wife we live in the safest place in Israel and the safest place for Jews in the world. I don't feel that way anymore um, because we've had rockets here. I never would have considered leaving, but to be honest, now I could see myself thinking about leaving just because it's my family. It's my little 12-year-old boy sitting behind me. I'm thinking about him. I'm thinking about my wife. Uh, you're not, I mean, none of us expect anything like this to happen. It's not like I moved to a place where there was a war. No, the war came to us. We didn't look for it. So now we have to deal with it. People are considering moving. Um, yeah.
And Elio, you're a researcher and a journalist as well. When you talk to your audience, what kind of help could you ask from for example from Hungarian viewers? How can we help? How can we uh, support these Israel in these difficult days?
First of all, if I can say this without crying, you'll be amazed. Um, we've never compared anything to the Holocaust for obvious reasons. This is the first time that I've heard Israelis comparing anything to the Holocaust.
Mhm.
I mean, it was very much like the Holocaust, and we see around the world the same evil that was around at that time is coming back again, and it threatens Jews, it threatens Christians, it threatens everyone who has a soul. Um, a lot of Christians have reached out. They've given money, and money is a big help. We need it. Our economy is, we have so many men are not working. We need, those portable bomb shelters that they just like bring in a crane, drop it down. I've been in them while rockets are falling. We need them. They cost 10,000 euros, I was told. And you can't have them close enough. I was once in the supermarket and rockets started falling, and I saw someone going outside. They were yelling, "Our kids in the car!" And they run out, and I see mothers with like 3 kids, um, and I had to help them get into the portable bomb shelter while the rockets were falling. So those are very, very helpful. To be really honest, I don't think it's a problem to give help to the army because it has to be the right equipment. But things like bomb shelters, medical equipment, um, is very needed. Prayer is very needed. Last time we went through this, we were alone. We were totally alone, and that we're not alone right now is unbelievable. It's amazing.
And maybe it is also very important to give over the information, the correct and true
Yes.
information. And that's
Oh,
what you are doing on your website and what we are doing on our YouTube channel. So we try to inform people about what is really going on, what kind of fight it is.
it's the information that terrifies me. How the information is being manipulated. Rockets fall. Everyone's talking about, Palestinians are dying. Well, yes, but there's a reason. If and they never say, well, which Palestinians are they? Hamas? They never talk about the information. It's lies. It's total lies. And to talk the truth, according to the Jewish tradition, that's what brought us out of Egypt, was the power of the mouth, the power of talking. And so talking about the truth is also hugely important. That's what you do.
But as you do too, and we are about to continue it from back home. This is just a few minutes that Shabbat's come in, so I would like to ask you if you could just say a prayer and a blessing to our viewers.
Okay. I don't usually do this, but this is definitely a special occasion. Tati, Abba, Am Yisrael is in danger. Once again, just like in Egypt, just like Haman, just like so many times before, just like in the Holocaust, people are coming to Israel because we are your people. And that's why they want to kill us. They don't want us here anymore. Tati, could you please give us strength to go through this? Could you please show us that you're with us so that we won't despair? Please bring us more friends to pray with us, to stand with us. Hashem, we know that you help us. We know that you're there for us. Just please don't make it too hard for us. Thank you.
Amen. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, the